What's up, everybody? Today is Friday, April 17th. I'm going to get into these stats with you. Conejo Valley, SIMI Valley, and Moorpark. All right, coming soon, we have 7 new listings, 87, price change, 97. We're going to take a look at that. Back on market, 22, active under contract, 48, pending, 47, closed. The real number is 77, which is still good. Expired, 16, canceled, 9, hold, 7, and withdrawn, 4. All right, so remember, what we like to look at is what has just come on the market. These are the new listings at 87. There are going to be 7 new listings coming soon. That's 94. And if you add 22 to that, you have 116 properties that are either brand new to the market or coming back on the market versus the active under contracts at 48. These are the sellers that have just accepted an offer from a buyer. That property is now in escrow and can only accept backup offers. And then if you combine those 48 with the 77, what does that get us, guys? 48 plus 77. I'm a little slow on the math today. 48 plus 77, that's 125. So again, we have a pretty balanced market. There's 7 or 8 more properties that have come off the market than have come back on the market or are brand new. So it's pretty balanced. All right, we said we're going to take a look at the price changes. There's 97 of those. Let me organize the screen for you guys. And bang. All right, so you see red arrows means reduction. So we have very many reductions. We're looking through Agora Hills right now. Moorpark, many sellers are needing to reduce the price of their home in order to get it sold. Some of the homes, however, you'll see like this one in Newbury Park, this one is sold. It went over asking price. Okay, this is another one in Newbury Park. Sold, went over asking price. Here's a Moorpark one. Sold, went over asking price. So if you price your house and you do the savvy thing, which is price your house low and super competitively, right now in this market, you could generate multiple offers and go over your asking price. Okay, but the vast majority of sellers, they have a hard time doing that, and then they like to price their house high and then they play the reduction game. Okay. But you can see that most of the homes are reducing. That's the sellers that price their house high and then reduce. And then there's the sellers that price their house low and competitively, and it's probably a turnkey house. And then bang, that house goes over asking price. All right, let's take a look at interest rates. They have not moved really since last week. The 30-year fix is at 6.32%. The 15-year fix is at 5.96%. The 30-year jumbo is at 6.54%. The 7 and 6 SOFR ARM is at 5.98%. The 30-year FHA is at 5.88%. And the 30-year VA is at 5.89%. All right, folks. So the market is heating up. Okay. We have a pretty balanced market. The interest rates are not super high considering all the circumstances around us. 6.3, you buy a point, you're in a high 5% interest rate. So a lot of sellers are seeing the market turning. A lot of buyers are out there. They want to get these deals now before the market turns. If the war ends and the interest rates drop, then bam, there's going to be a lot more buyers and it's going to become a lot more competitive. So I am super interested to speak with you about your plans for real estate in 2026. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. My name is Josh Brenner with Compass right here in Westlake Village, California. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget, get some exercise today, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.